You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry, and from that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in a formal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car or over a meal or during long walks or runs, all those sentences that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. Those late night talks that included someday, somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. And remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintances, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these last few years. And now you shall say a few words that take you across the threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same. Trust me. For after these vows, you shall say to this world, this is my husband, and this is my wife.
Love is what gathers us here today, as we acknowledge the many paths, the many beliefs and practices that help us feel connected to Spirit or to that which is greater than ourselves. We know that love is the place where all paths meet. And so, in the name of love, I offer these words: divine love within and surrounding all things. You give us the longing to give and receive, to share our hearts, to touch and be touched, and the capacity for connecting. We thank you. We thank you for the beauty you awaken in their eyes, for the depths you open in their hearts, for the song you sing in their spirits. Bless Preet and Karl for their wisdom and courage to walk this path of marriage with its joys, challenges, and lessons. Be with them as they make their sacred promises, and be with us, their witnesses, that we may all be enriched by what is said and done here today. And now the vows. Preet, repeat after me. I take you as you are.
I take you as you are.
Loving who you are now.
Loving who you are now.
And who you are yet to become.
And who you are yet to become.
I promise to listen to you.
I promise to listen to you.
And learn from you.
And learn from you.
To support you.
To support you.
And accept your support.
And accept your support.
I will celebrate your triumphs.
I will celebrate your triumphs.
And mourn your losses.
And mourn your losses.
As though they were my own.
As though they were my own.
I will love you.
And love you.
And have faith.
And have faith.
In your love for me.
In your love for me.
Through all the years.
In all the years.
And all that life may bring us.
And all that life may bring us.
And Karl, I take you as you are.
I take you as you are.
Loving who you are now.
Loving who you are now.
And who you are yet to become.
And who you are yet to become.
I promise to listen to you.
I promise to listen to you.
And learn from you.
And learn from you.
To support you.
To support you.
And accept your support.
And accept your support.
I will celebrate your triumphs.
I will celebrate your triumphs.
And mourn your losses.
And mourn your losses.
As though they were my own.
As though they were mine.
I will love you.
I will love you.
And have faith.
And have faith.
in your love for me
and your love for me
through all the years
through all the years
and all that life may bring us.
and all that life may bring us.
Do you, Karl, take Preet to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Preet, take Karl to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes, I do.
These rings are the symbol of eternity and represent the sacred circle of you two. Blessings upon your hands, and that you may hold each other in tenderness and strength. Blessings upon these rings, that they may represent an enduring commitment between you both. With this ring,
With this ring,
I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter,
My heart will be your shelter.
and my arms will be your home.
My arms will be your home.
Manpreet? Repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter,
My heart will be your shelter,
and my arms will be your home.
and my arms will be your home.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as a commissioner of civil marriages, I now pronounce that you are married. You may kiss the bride. This candle you're about to light is a candle of marriage. Its fire is magical because it represents the light of two people in love. This candle is a candle of commitment because it takes two people working together very hard to keep it aflame. This candle is also a candle of unity because both must come together, giving a spark of themselves to create the new light. As you light this candle today, may the brightness of your flame shine throughout your lives. May it give you courage and reassurance in darkness, warmth and safety in the cold, and strength and joy in your bodies, minds, and spirits. May your union be forever blessed. And now I would like to introduce Karl and Manpreet Reiber.
Krista. Make some noise for our groomsmen and best person. We got our bridesmaids, Alicia, Brittany, and our maid of honor, Sharon. Make some noise. Introducing for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Karl and Manpreet Driver. You guys can blow it louder, louder.
जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हमदर्द। जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हमनवा। न कोई है, न कोई तुम्हारे सिवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हमनवा। चांदनी जब तक रात देता है हर कोई साथ, तुम मगर अंधेरों में ना छोड़ना मेरा हाथ। ओ चांदनी जब तक रात देता है हर कोई साथ, तुम मगर अंधेरों में ना छोड़ना मेरा हाथ। जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हमनवा। न कोई है, न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हमनवा।
So Manpreet and I met in nursing school, and I knew pretty early on that she would become a dear friend. She was gentle, soft-spoken, a little bossy, I learned last night, and incredibly kind. She also has a quiet strength I will always admire. We remained friends long after school ended, from Thanksgiving at my in-laws to celebrating Diwali and her mom's incredible cooking, to supporting each other as we navigated a pretty challenging career. We've grown up as little nurslings together. So I remember when Manpreet told me about Karl, and I could hear the excitement in her voice. Quickly after meeting Karl, though, it was easy to see why Manpreet was so excited. She had met her match, her soulmate. They hold each other in high regard. They respect and support one another. Manpreet, you may not know all of this. So Karl called me this Friday. He had overheard us talking about you not having the time to get henna done for your wedding. He wanted to make sure that he knew what you were looking for because he knew how important it was to you. So he called multiple henna places in this area while she was getting her nails done, and he made sure she could have that special tradition fulfilled for her big day. I know. Come on, ooh and ah, that's cute, right? It makes you melt. So that loving gesture was a quick reminder of why these two are so perfect for each other. You go out of your way to make each other happy, and after being married 10 years, I can tell you that is very important. Okay, so while we are all oohing and ahhing over how cute these two are, let's raise our glasses and toast the beautiful couple. Congratulations, best wishes, Manpreet and Karl.
Little about myself, my name's Brittany. I also met Manpreet back in nursing school in 2012, and I just remember she sat a couple rows in front of me, and I knew instantly I wanted to be her friend. I wanted to be friends with this girl. So we were lucky enough to be placed in the same clinical group, which studying for nursing school was extremely difficult. Laughed together, formed an incredible friendship together. After nursing school and after we got our first jobs, Manpreet invited me to travel with her, and we went to London, Paris, Rome, Venice, Italy. And I remember at the time we were both single and heartbroken, wondering if we would ever find love again. So it was a romantic trip for the two of us. We dined on a river cruise on the Seine River in Paris. We went to the top of the Eiffel Tower and waited to the top of the hour for it to twinkle. It was very romantic. About 6 months later, I get a phone call from Manpreet, and I could tell she was so excited. She was going out on a date. And I asked her what the date activity was going to be, if they were going out to dinner, and she goes, "Oh no, we're going kayaking." And I said, "Manpreet, you must really like this guy because you have no idea how to swim." So, Karl, ever since she's met you, Manpreet has just blossomed into the self-assured woman that she is today. I've watched her evolve and become the confident woman who I know and love. You guys go rock climbing, run marathons, travel the world together. You love her, encourage her, and support her. I couldn't be happier that it is you who is her person. Thank you for taking such good care of her. I couldn't be happier for the two of you and that you found each other, and I wish for you all that the world has to offer. A lifetime of laughs and prosperity, surrounded by family and friends who all love you. So if we can, raise a glass and toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. River. I love you. Love you, Karl.
We went to high school together for a few months, and then her and her family moved to Elk Grove. And we only had each other's addresses because we did not have phones back then. So we would, and no emails because neither one of us was allowed. So we would write each other letters in the mail. And I think we both still have our letters from back then. And then finally when I moved to Union City, and you were in college as well. So finally when we're both in college, we exchanged numbers and started calling each other on our first phones. So that's how long we've known each other. And from back then, the young, silly girls to the woman you have become. And I'm just so proud of you and Karl and the friendship and the relationship that you have with each other and with all the people that are here. This is all as a result of what you have created and your relationship. So thank you for being here, and can we raise a glass to the lovely couple? And cheers, congratulations. Oh, I love you too. Absolutely.
So I'm Krista, and I first met Karl November 13, 1982. Yeah, you remember? Do you remember? You were there. And I thought he was pretty cute at the time, but he cried a lot, so that was kind of annoying. But no, Carl, like for all of our lives growing up, he has been my best buddy, and he always has been able to make me laugh. My mom can attest to that. To my little brother Karl as a kid, making faces at me and being silly and keeping us awake when we were supposed to be sleeping. Yeah, Karl. So Karl was my best buddy growing up. We spent a lot of time together because we were both homeschooled. So it's a good thing that we got along really well. But I never had a sister. And now I have the most wonderful sister that I couldn't have picked a better one. And Preet has been such a wonderful partner to Karl and a wonderful sister-in-law to me. And I love you both so, so very much. So let's raise a glass. And cheers to my brother and my sister.
Cheers.
Honey, I just want to say that, we've waited a long time for this moment, and I just can't think of anybody else that I'd want to spend the rest of my life with. You're my travel buddy, my photo buddy, even though maybe I'm not always the most enthusiastic picture taker, but we just we do everything together, and I just can't imagine life without you. And so thank you for walking down the aisle and letting me put a ring on your finger. So thank you all. Please stay and enjoy more food and dance and just enjoy yourselves, and thank you.